On behalf of Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino and the men and women of the Lee County Sheriff's Office, thank you all for joining us today here at the school board facility for our monthly Do the Right Thing ceremony for April 2021. I'm Tony Schall. I'm the director of the Lee County Sheriff's Office Do the Right Thing program, and we're glad again you can join us in person, or if you're watching us currently on the Lee County School District's YouTube channel. Now, we have a lot of heartwarming stories, a lot of great stories to get with you today. But before we get started, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. Today, that's going to be led by Donovan Zaragoza Rojo.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Good job, Donovan. Thank you. Now, I'd like to begin today's ceremony by acknowledging the school board of Lee County. With us today is Chairperson Debbie Jordan, representing District 4. Thank you for joining us. Also, we have Vice Chairperson Betsy Vaughn with District 6, Mary Fisher, District 1, Melissa Giovanelli with District 2, Chris Patrica with District 3, Gwinnetta Gittins with District 5, and Kathleen Morgan with District 7. Also, Dr. Gregory Adkins, the superintendent of our schools. We appreciate all you do for the students and our recognition program. And let's have a round of applause for the school board and Dr. Adkins. Now, representing Sheriff Marcino and assisting with today's ceremony and trophies is Lieutenant Sylvester Smalls, by no stretch of the imagination, as you can see. He is with our Youth Services Division, and he has a couple of words to share on behalf of Sheriff Marcino.
On behalf of Sheriff Marcino, we'd like to thank the family for coming out, and children, thanks for doing the right thing, and congratulations on your award. So I know you guys don't want to hear me talk anymore. Let's get started.
Thank you, Lieutenant Smalls. Also, you'll see some people with white shirts on today. They are members of our volunteer voice unit, and they help and organize all these so our ceremonies can run as smoothly as possible. Rich Catania, Mary Gary, and Agnes Mayoski are assisting us today. So let's have a round of applause for our Sheriff's Office voice members. Also, we'd like to give thanks to Lieutenant Donnie Fuel of the Sheriff's Office and Jason Sill and Emily Emmerich with the Lee County School District. They're in back helping us broadcast today's ceremony on the Lee County School District's YouTube channel. Also, Beth Schell with our Community Response Unit is up front. She'll be taking pictures of today's ceremony. So let's have a round of applause for everyone helping us today behind the scenes. Now, we mentioned the Lee County School Board. Again, we thank the board for allowing us to use the chambers here for our ceremonies and for its great support of our program. Now, our special guest today is Debbie Jordan. She is the board chairperson representing District 4, and I believe Ms. Jordan would like to share a few words with us today. Round of applause for board chairperson Debbie Jordan.
Good afternoon. I really appreciate you all being here, and I feel so honored to be here. When I look at these 19 amazing elementary and middle schoolers, that really says a lot. It says a lot that you're out here supporting them. It says a lot that they're all sitting back here behind us and what they bring at their age. I'm really excited to hear what they've done, and I'm just so proud to be here, and I thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Jordan. We also appreciate the support we get from our local dignitaries. Now, each month included in the book bags, which all the students receive, are letters of congratulations from Senator Rick Scott, Senator Marco Rubio, County Commission Chairman Brian Hammond, and Judge Robert Branning. We're happy that we're joined today by London Rotundo. Mr. Rotundo represents Senator Marco Rubio. Let's have a round of applause for London Rotundo.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of Senator Rubio, we wanted to congratulate the children today. You have been provided an opportunity to do the right thing, and you did exactly that. And you'll find that throughout life, you're always going to find these opportunities to do the right thing. So you folks are starting early. Congratulations, it's a fantastic experience. We're glad that Lee County Sheriff's Office recognizes that. And also congratulations to the family members as well. You folks are raising the next generation, and you're raising them right. This is a fantastic experience. So on behalf of Senator Rubio, congratulations to the students and the families. Thank you.
Now, one more word before we get started. I've mentioned that the Lee County School District's YouTube channel, if you take a look at the bottom of today's program, you'll see a YouTube address. Today's ceremony is being live streamed on the Lee County School District's YouTube channel at youtube.com/Lee Schools TV. So not only can you watch the live ceremony today, anytime that you're home, day or night, if you want to get onto the Lee County School District YouTube channel and subscribe, you can watch any of these broadcasts in their entirety anytime you'd like. So please go there and subscribe. Now, due to COVID protocol, we're asking each student to have no more than 2 representatives come up front for their certificates and trophies and pictures today. And we appreciate you following this directive for now. We'll resume allowing lots of family, friends, school resource officers, principals to come up front once again when it's safe to do so. So let's get started with today's awards. We want to honor some outstanding students who have really stepped up and made a difference in their respective schools. Now, there are a couple of students that aren't going to be here today because of Florida Standard Assessment or FSA testing, so we'll get those students their awards at a private ceremony at their respective schools. So without further ado, let's get started. Our first award winner today is Tristan Jones. Tristan Jones, come on down. Let's have a round of applause for Tristan Jones. Tristan attends Harns Marsh Elementary School. His principal is Tracy Zenioni, and school resource officer is Deputy Christine Zumbrum. And those accompanying Tristan today can come up and we'll hear Tristan's story. Hi, thanks for coming. Tristan Jones is a 3rd grader at Harns Marsh Elementary School. Now, teacher Nicole Schofield writes, "I am beyond impressed with how inclusive Tristan is in class. He is the best captain I have ever seen. I love that he includes everyone and seeks out the underdog to include them. Tristan's heart is so kind. Occasionally, Tristan finds himself off task, but his ability to make others feel acknowledged is amazing. In room 219, we can always count on Tristan to guide, support, and encourage his classmates when they're feeling low or need a hand. He is also a talented joke teller and likes to make others laugh with silly anecdotes from his day. Our day is brighter when Tristan is there to shine." Tristan, thank you for making everyone laugh and brightening their days. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. All right, next up is Calvin Gurrier. Calvin Gurrier, please come down. Round of applause for Calvin Gurrier. Calvin attends Harns Marsh Elementary, where he is in the 5th grade. And if those accompanying Calvin can please come up as well. Calvin's teacher writes, "Calvin is a nice, respectful young man. He has a big heart and cares about other students. When other students are feeling down or sad, he always shows comfort and asks if they're okay. He is a joy to have and likes to participate in classroom and other activities such as PE, music, and art. Calvin deserves this award because of his outstanding care for everyone. Calvin, we agree you are very deserving of this award. Thank you for doing the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Next up is Clinton Henderson. Round of applause for Clinton Henderson. Teacher Nicole Schofield writes, during math time, Clinton was chosen as a team captain to lead one of 5 teams. My intern and I were incredibly impressed that Clinton had chosen teammates who were an unlikely group, which included those of varied abilities. Clinton confidently led his group, included everyone's opinion, supported and coached those on his team with heart. Even when one friend felt defeated, Clinton quickly jumped up to her aid to help her out. It was a very proud afternoon for this teacher indeed. Clinton, thanks for your leadership role and for always looking out for others. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. And next up is Jacory Timms. Round of applause for Jacory Timms. Jacory is the fourth student at Harns Marsh Elementary being honored this month. Jacory is a 3rd grader at the school. And those attending with Jacory can please come up and we'll share his story. Teacher Nicole Schofield writes, every day I am astounded by Jacory's kind heart, willingness to help others, and his unwavering ability to do the right thing. Jacory arrives to school each day eager and ready to learn. He greets everyone with a smile and a kind word. When a friend is in distress, Jacory is quick to help out and lend a hand. Jacory looks for the goodness in others. Jacory is such a hard worker and participates in class. He is a true leader and positive role model in our 3rd grade class. Jacory, thank you for always doing the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Next up is Alex Antonopoulos. Round of applause for Alex Antonopoulos. Alex attends Athenian Academy Charter School. His principal is Wendy Lee, and school resource officer is Deputy Britt Smith. And if those with Alex can please come up and we'll share his story. Alex is a 3rd grader at Athenian Academy Charter School. School resource officer Britt Smith writes, Alex has been a role model for students since the first day of school. He is always respectful and helpful to teachers, his peers, and routinely volunteered to take down and help fold up the school's American, Greece, and Florida state flag at dismissal. He has also shown what a true leader is like when no one is watching. While he was walking down the hall to his classroom, Alex found money on the floor. He immediately went straight to the school's front office and told the information specialist, Mrs. Roslin, that he found money in the hallway and wanted to turn it in because someone had lost it. Alex demonstrated leadership, a take-charge attitude, showed kindness in his selfless and thoughtful act. He deserves to be recognized for not just this one act, but because he is constantly doing the right thing. We couldn't agree more, Alex. Thank you for doing the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Next up, we have 3 students to honor at once: Gabriella Giraldo, Jackson Greta, and Philip Rudrow. Round of applause for Gabriella, Jackson, and Philip. Gabriella, Jackson, and Philip attend Tortuga Preserve Elementary School. The principal is Jennifer Shonak, and the school resource officer is Deputy Christine Garcia. And will those with Gabriella, Jackson, and Philip please come up and we will share their story. Gabriella, Jackson, and Philip are all third graders at Tortuga Preserve Elementary School. Teacher Ashley Nelson Estrada writes, our school participated in a Jump Rope for Heart fundraiser recently. Typically, students collect a couple of donations. Gabriella, Jackson, and Philip went above and beyond this year. Through their friendly competition, they combined to raise over $1,000. On top of raising the money for Jump Rope for Heart, this trio is built of model students. They are caring and kind, always lending a hand when needed. They are great scholars, maintaining an A/B average all year long. They always strive to be the best in whatever challenge they take on. Gabriella, Jackson, and Philip, thank you for raising so much money for a great cause and for being model students. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Next up is Lyndon Cadet. Round of applause for Lyndon Cadet. Lyndon is a first grader at Tortuga Preserve Elementary. And with those accompanying Lyndon, please come up front. School Resource Officer Deputy Christine Garcia and Teacher Kelly Maines nominated Lyndon. They write, I'm so proud to nominate Lyndon Cadet for the Do the Right Thing Award. One day when he got off the bus, he realized that one of the kindergarten students got off the bus, that her big brother, who is usually with her, was not on the bus that day. Lyndon saw how scared she was and made the decision to walk her to her house and wait until an adult showed up. He put her needs above his own, protected her, and made her feel safe. Lyndon, you are truly one of the best Tortuga Preserve Elementary superheroes. Lyndon, thank you for protecting the young girl and making sure she made it home safely. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Next up is Janelle Sanchez. Let's have a round of applause for Janelle Sanchez. Janelle attends G. Weaver Hips Elementary School. Her principal is Dr. Deborah Noss, and school resource officer is Deputy Michelle Henson. And with those accompanying Janelle, please come up. Janelle is a fifth grader at G. Weaver Hips. She was nominated by school program coordinator Anna Diaco, who writes, during our school care, an elderly gentleman wandered onto the property to the play area where the students were located. While staff members were dealing with the situation, Janelle recognized a stranger danger situation. She was aware that there was a person on campus who did not belong. While other students continued to play, Janelle got the attention and motioned the students over to the safe area. She knew what to do and she helped others. We have put together a safety patrol team after this nomination, and Janelle is a member. She does an amazing job. Janelle, thank you for thinking quickly and protecting others at your school. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Next up is Jose Santos. Round of applause for Jose Santos. Jose attends Bonita Springs Elementary School. His principal is Rob Cooper, and school resource officer is Lieutenant Angelo Vaughn. And those with Jose can please come up front as well. Physical education instructor Zach Schroeder writes, Jose, or Joey Santos, is an upstanding student, friend, and sibling. As Joey's PE teacher, I see him make safe, smart, and caring choices on a daily basis. Joey has an incredibly positive attitude, which fits in well at Bonita Springs Elementary School, where our motto is, attitude is everything. Joey is a people person, and he likes to truly get to know people on a personal level and influence them in positive ways. Not only does he have all these incredible qualities, but he recently demonstrated his character when he pointed a peer in the right direction when they found a gold necklace on campus. Joey encouraged the student to turn in the necklace and didn't give up until the necklace was in the hands of a teacher. Joey is a true scholar and upstanding young man. Joey, thanks for having such a positive attitude and leading by example. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. And next up is Liliana Spurlock. Liliana. Round of applause for Liliana Spurlock. Liliana attends Pine Island Elementary School. Her principal is Dr. Thomas Millens, and school resource officer is Corporal Wilfred Rivera. And those with Liliana today can please come forward. Liliana is a third grader at Pine Island Elementary School. Principal Dr. Thomas Millens writes, one morning Liliana was walking in from the morning parent pickup and noticed a $20 bill on the ground. Liliana picked up the $20 bill and brought it to a staff member and reported finding the money. What makes this story so remarkable is that Liliana could have taken the money and simply placed it in her pocket. However, she did quite the opposite and turned it in. That is the definition of doing the right thing. We are very proud of Liliana for all of her accomplishments and certainly appreciate and applaud her for what she did. Great job, Liliana. Liliana, we agree. Thank you for being honest and doing the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Next up is Donovan Zaragoza Rojo. Great job on the Pledge of Allegiance today, Donovan. Donovan attends Bayshore Elementary School. His principal is Ben Osman, and school resource officer is Deputy Kelsey Waldrop. And those with Donovan can please come forward as well. We will share his story. Donovan is a third grader at Bayshore Elementary. Teacher Callie Charlson writes, today after school on the way to the bus ramp, a second grader's backpack fell open and his water bottle began spilling all over the hallway. Without prompting, Donovan quickly helped the student pick up his belongings. Donovan also realized that the student was late for his bus, so Donovan let the student catch his bus, and he ran to get paper towels and went back to the spill in the hallway to clean it up. Donovan showed great character by not only helping someone, but also cleaning up that person's spill in the hallway. Donovan, thanks for cleaning up a mess for a fellow student so he wouldn't be late for his bus. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Is he? Thank you. All right, next up is Kaylani Rios. Kaylani, please come down. Round of applause for Kaylani Rios. Kaylani attends Gateway Elementary School. Her principal is Christine Siebenauer, and school resource officer is Deputy Dennis Guerin. And those with Kaylani can please come forward as well. Kaylani is in the 4th grade at Gateway Elementary. Teacher Therese Hood writes, Kaylani is a true nature lover. She has turned her love of it into action. She created a concept for helping the earth and the environment. She recruited some friends in class to help. Every day at recess, the small crew goes around our school and picks up any trash. Kaylani presented the idea to the principal, got approved, created a schedule, and bought supplies including bags, gloves, hand sanitizer, and even a name and logo. Kaylani created this plan on her own and implemented it. I think she deserves recognition for following through and being a true leader. Kaylani, thank you for your creative spirit and for helping nature at the same time. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Up next, we have 2 students being honored together with Madison Jones and Jalen Sparrow. Please come forward. Round of applause for Madison and Jalen. Madison and Jalen attend Lehigh Acres Middle School, where they are both 8th graders. The principal is Dr. Brian Gibson, and school resource officer is Deputy Tricia Keppen. And those with Madison and Jalen can please come up to hear their story. School Resource Officer Deputy Tricia Keppen writes, Madison and Jalen saw other students were picking on and harassing another student. Madison is in our school program called Ladies of Excellence, and she and Jalen did not like seeing the student upset and crying, so they started sitting with her at lunch and became friends with her. Both girls look out for her whenever they see or hear someone picking on her, talk bad about her, or call her names. They will always let a staff member know. The girls are great examples to other students that no matter how different someone is, they still have feelings. I'm very proud that Madison and Jalen, on their own, helped another student. Madison and Jalen, thank you for taking charge and doing the right thing for another student. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. And finally, we have 2 students to honor together again. Would Kaylisa Pettyjohn and Megan Lee please come forward? Round of applause for Kaylisa and Megan. Kaylisa and Megan attend Lehigh Acres Middle School and are in the 6th grade. And will those with Kaylisa and Megan please come forward to hear their story? Teacher Jennifer Ryan writes, Kaylisa and Megan wanted to make their friend feel better after being depressed from being bullied. For Valentine's Day, the girls came up with a plan to cheer up their classmate. They wrote 10 poems out from a secret pal and gave her one each day. They also gave the classmate a special treat each day that was delivered to their classmate during class. Kaylisa and Megan used their own money to buy boograms of candy, wooden roses, chips, and other tokens to help cheer up the classmate. Kaylisa and Megan, thanks for spreading cheer to someone who really needed it. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. And again, if you want to remember to subscribe to the Lee County School District's YouTube channel, again, you can watch live and repeat broadcasts of all of our Do the Right Thing ceremonies. Now, as we conclude, let's remember that some kids steal headlines by being bad, but the students behind me today are a breath of fresh air and show that most of them are thinking of others first and doing the right thing. Thanks for attending and watching today on YouTube. And again, finally, let's give all of our students one final standing ovation. Thank you, everyone.